continue to stand here at Leichhardt with all the caveats. Yes, it's a trial and doesn't really count for much. There's some encouragement to be had from this. The star continues to rise in Hamasi Makasini. A try. When people talk about that try in years to come, they won't say it was at a trial. They will say, I was there at Leichhardt when Hamasi Makasini ran over Dylan Edwards like Jonah Lomu ran over Mike Catt. And Adam Dewey, job done as number 7 for the Wests Tigers. It seems Luai and Dewey will be the 6-7 combination going forward for the Wests Tigers. So there's the card with the Dolphins and a high scorer beating the Warriors 38-34, and the Wests Tigers beating Penrith 26 points to 12. So Penrith none for 2 in these trials, and the Tigers 2 from 2. Down to you on the sideline, Jake Duke.
Thank you, Dan. I'm here with Jerome Luai. He's catching up with a few former Panthers teammates. Just saw you having a nice long chat to Nathan Cleary. What were you talking about?
Just life away from the spotlight, how he's been. He spends a lot of his off-season in England, so it's good to catch up with the bro.
Did you let him know about when that move you put on him in the first half towards that try? Because you gave him a good step there off the right foot.
Nah, I can't poke the bear, bro. So stay humble about it, and I think it was a good hit out for both teams.
What did you feel about that left side? It looked like it was clicking well for you guys, yourself, Taylor May, and the young fellow on the wing there.
Yeah, take a lot of pride in my edge and my combinations, and just making sure I can get the best out of those boys. They're really young, and hey, this guy's one of them. Got some pretty good weapons out there, so I think it's my responsibility to let them shine and do their thing, and I thought they'd done a good job tonight.
The young kid on the wing, Makasini, that try, take me through watching that and what you've seen of this guy behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'll give him his raps. I'm probably a guy not to give him as many raps in the preseason. Try to keep him grounded and say, it's not the big plays that matter, it's the little plays that add up, and when the big moment comes, you're good enough to own it. And watching him in full flight back there, bumping off some of my old teammates, I was in awe, so it was a great try for the young'un.
How are you feeling now? Obviously, you got a bit of a break. You don't play again for another 3 weeks. How does it feel kind of after that hit out, now preparing for round 1, or round 2 it is?
Yeah, the way the boys have been training, they're really ramping it up, so we've got some good competition there in the knock-on effect boys, so they'll keep us on our toes. We'll get our reps in the bank, and I guess just watch the boys in Vegas, and then watch round 1, but we'll be ready to come round 2, bro.
All right, Jerome, we'll see you in round 2. Thank you so much for your time. We'll bring your coach in. He's just standing behind you. Go and enjoy the win. Benji, mate, what pleased you most about what you saw from your side tonight, in particular the young guys at the end there as well?
Oh, yeah, just getting through the game unscathed. We didn't have any major injuries, which was a good thing. But, it's been a long preseason, so to see some of those guys get out there and have a go, happy with it.
What about the left edge in particular? That looked like it was really clicking in that first 20 minutes. It must have pleased you.
Well, they've done a lot of hard work. The right side looked pretty good too, I thought. But at the same time, it's a trial, and I think a lot of people take the trials probably a bit more serious than they are. You want to get your systems in place and build some foundations, which I thought we did a good job of. But at the same time, they took their best team off at half-time, and we won't read too much into it.
The young kid on the wing, Makasini. What a try, what a moment here at Leichhardt. What are you thinking as a coach when you see that?
Oh, I loved it. He's put in the hard work this preseason, and for his age, really mature, and it'd be hard being that young, getting all the headlines and trying not to read into it too much, but I think he's done a real good job with his the group he's got around him to stay humble. Really good kid, love coaching him, but we've got some hard work to do the next few weeks as well.
I know it's early, but the Tigers fans, they were here, they were boisterous tonight. That's promising for the year ahead.
Yeah, well, one thing we've talked about is making sure we, every time we wear the jersey, we have pride in it. I think that's something you can't take for granted. Playing NRL is a privilege, and playing at this club, it's a privilege. So we need to make sure we represent that every time. And I thought in particular those young blokes in the second half did that. All
right, Benj, thanks for your time. We'll see you in round 2. Over to you, bro.
Thank you, Jakey. What a win from the West Tigers. 12 points to 10 behind at halftime. End up winning the game 26 points to 12. Kevy, 16 unanswered points. Impressive in the first half with a full-strength team, as were Penrith, and seemed to have got better as the game went on with the young guns on.
Yeah, really impressive performance from the Tigers. And Benji mentioned there, it's a trial game, sure, but you still need to perform well and play well. And particularly their younger players in that second half, behind at half-time, they scored 3 tries in the second half to come home and quite convincingly win over over the Panthers. But the first half, Adam Dewey, I thought really set up, you know, like him at 7. We said that pre-game about him at 7 and Luai at 6, and I thought he had a really strong first half. He was in a lot of good things around the Tigers, and good to see him in that number 7 jumper. He's played a lot of senior football for the Tigers, but mostly at 6 or in the centres or as a utility, but not a lot in the 7 jumper. But for mine, you know, he was really good tonight, one of their standouts.
He was, and they were most impressive up against the strongest team in the first half. I thought that was their better half, the West Tigers. And Adam Dewey, 8 AHM full-time highlights. He was impressive. He took the line on, set up a try. Very good in the number 7 jersey.
And he kicked well as well. I mean, that's a part of his game that sort of doesn't get recognised as much as it should. He's a goal kicker as well. Look at this shot from the sideline. I mean, that's highly impressive, and those things are really important this time of the year. Get those little parts of your game right, so that, you know, they've got a bit of a layoff now, haven't they? The Tigers. They got 22 days, I think I heard, until their first round. So they've got a little bit of work to do. But just speaking to Benji before the game, he was really excited about the season ahead, but just disappointed that they had to wait again for that first round. They got the bye again. I think it was a couple of years ago they had to sit it out as well. So, but you know, it gives them time to rest and recoup and recover and get ready for what will be a huge season for them.
Yeah, the fans are very happy, Kevin, with that win from the West Tigers tonight. There is an air around here that they're going to do well this season. A lot of talk about them the last couple of weeks and over the pre-season, and they delivered tonight.